Welcome to the Candid Corner. 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 Your number one spot for hip-hop, classic hip-hop, today's hip-hop. You talk about sports, you talk about Knicks, you talk about 76ers, you talking football, you talking about Giants, you talking Steelers. Your main spot for New York and Pennsylvania sports, baby. Right here. Coach Far, Mr. Lewis, the Candid Corner. Real talk for real listeners. Yeah. Brought to you by Naptime Entertainment Media and the good folk over at Off the Ball Network.
Yo, what up? What's poppin' this evening? How y'all doing?
What is goody in the hoodie, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you once again, for checking us out. It's your main man, Coach Far.
And it's your brother, Mr. Lewis. How y'all doing?
And this is the Candid Corner, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, this week, man, actually, I'm really excited about this week's show. As you can see from the scrolling, look, the basketball at the bottom is scrolling. We got hip-hop legend J Live stopping by in the second half. In the building. 15 records deep, just a lot. Indeed. And just to give y'all a little bit of extra flavor, we also got my main man, Devone Hardy, who's the host of He Said, She Said. And he's going to come by because he's also a tax expert and he knows all about the stimulus. And if y'all didn't get your stimulus, we got some advice for you. So stick around. We got that going on. And before we get into that, you know what we got. You know we got to hit y'all with that headline. We will be back in just a second. Welcome to Headline 18. Yo! So Philip Rivers retired. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yo, I saw something funny about that earlier on Twitter. I saw a lot about that on Twitter. But something that struck me was a lot of Giants fans was thanking him for his career and everything that he's done for us. Thank you, Philip, for giving us Eli and 2 chips.
Wow. Hey.
Man, if somehow, some strange way, he get in the hall before Eli, I'm punching somebody or everybody in the daggone face.
I saw that being a debate on Twitter itself.
But it's not a damn debate. I'm not even going to waste my time getting into that. Eli, listen, I'm not saying Eli's first ballot. And it's not his fault he's not first ballot. John Merrill got off his game. He let Pee Wee Reese run around as the GM, getting flowers and apples. I mean, was he in the garden? I don't really understand. But, just drafting all the wrong people that's not helping us out or helping Eli out. And then they fired Kevin Gilbride, who actually catered the offense to Eli's talents and won Super Bowls that way. But I digress. Philip Rivers, you had one of the most stellar milquetoast careers I've ever seen. Take care.
Salute.
What, you got anything to say to Philip on his way out to Dizzle?
Peace.
Yeah, me too.
All right, man. We get up later.
That's about it for me. Yo, but what's the name? Jay Glazer dropped that Drew Brees is retiring.
Interesting.
How you feel about that? If he's actually hanging it up?
All right, bro. What you about to do?
See the parking lot. Nah. Drew is different. I give Drew his props. You know, everybody thinks they're saying the right thing when they jump on and talk about the military. Everybody swear up and down they're doing the right thing when they do that. And I feel when they do that, but sometimes you got to pause and don't just hear the first half of the conversation. You got to hear the whole conversation before you interject. So, other than that little faux pas, Drew has done a lot for the community down in Louisiana. You know what I mean? He's done a lot for Nolens. He's done a lot for the people. You know,
Right.
he turned them most definitely away from being ain'ts. So respect, dude, bro. If the station
You had a good run.
yeah, you had a really good run. You did some things. You got your ring with pride of you, bro. But you know what I mean? Get that head on face and then head off and take care of your kids.
Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah.
All right. So we had some picks for the divisional playoff last week. For the most part, we did all right. You know, the Packers won. We both said the Packers were going to win. Who else won? The Bills was a little. We both ended up being wrong on that, but you were happy that you were wrong on that. And I'm wrong. But at the same time, salute to Jared and them. Y'all worked really, really hard this season, and hats off to you. And you got kind of a test for the championship. I say kind of because if Patrick can't go, or if he's not 100%, it's not going to be the same. And I mean, you can get that technicality win off. That's fine. And I mean, I can't be too mad at that. It's not your fault that he's not 100, but still.
I want to say rest in peace, ecstasy, as I hear in the background music, 5 minutes of funk.
Let's get that a set. Yeah, man. God rest ecstasy.
Yeah, man. That's a soundtrack to many people's childhood right there.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Man, good catch, Mr. Lewis. I appreciate that.
Please proceed, brother.
Indeed, brother. So you had Mr. Brady. I had Mr. Breeze, who's now riding off in the sunset. You were right about that. And I mean, it is what it is. He's there. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that win?
Which one, Breeze?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that one. That was like, it was just like, yeah, I figured it would go like that. It was, yeah, it was just like, yeah. Now the question, it was kind of surprising hearing that Breeze was going to go ahead and retire, because I was wondering if he was going to try to come back for at least one more to give it a shot again.
Right.
So, yeah, that was about the only other surprise. But other than that, yeah, it went pretty much how I expected it would go.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still missing the game. What is the other game we're missing? No, that's it. Oh. Kansas City. Yeah, but it's Kansas City. Come on, they was beating the Browns.
Yeah, man, and yo, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, really.
What I said earlier, like Chris Rock, grand opening,
grand closing.
That's why you gotta be careful when you gloat and it pop and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Bang, 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 bang.
You didn't learn from what Juju learned for us the week before. Nope, you gotta come with that same energy, and then you're going home with that same energy.
Indeed. Yo, big shouts to Keep Calm, Stay Mellow. Thank you for watching. Put the comments up on the screen for your baby. We appreciate you. We appreciate your support. Everybody who's tuning in. You know what I
Welcome.
mean? And
Welcome to the Candid Corner.
welcome. And make sure you check us out at www.thecandidcorner.com. We got articles, we got more episodes, we got past episodes, we got all kinds of wonderful content for you content mongers. Get it up, eat it up.
F with us, you know we got it.
Yo, all right, so who's winning? Kansas City or the Bills? Who's winning?
KC. So Andy Reid is hungry right now, man. And I'm rooting for him. I want to see him get all the glory he couldn't get in Philly. So
fair. And I agree with you. The only caveat being Mahomes got to be at least 85%. If he's less than 85%, then I'm going Bills. Because they hungry too.
True indeed.
All right, so Packers Bucks. Is Tom Brady going back to the Super Bowl, or is Aaron Hall Rodgers going to throw him down this time?
Now this one is a tricky one. It's like, well, I'm thinking, because Tom used to being there. You know what I mean? So he might surprise everybody and bring his brand new team to the party. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Them Packers is looking like they don't want nothing to get in their way, including the veteran Mr. Brady himself. But with that said, it's going to be a really good game, and I think the Packers just might pull it off.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, Aaron Hall Rodgers is going to have Tom Brady saying bye-bye. You know what I mean? I just have it. If it's anybody's time, it's about damn time for Aaron and them. You know what I mean? So I'm going Packers. So we're looking at a Packers Chiefs Super Bowl, huh?
That would be interesting, a Midwestern Super Bowl.
Midwestern Super Bowl.
I know my high school homies would love that, Shout out, yes, I'm Army Brad. I went to high school in Oklahoma. Shout out to Lawton Wolverines, the land of El Deguayo. Y'all know what it means, Tanta, yo. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be dope to see that.
No doubt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit you with a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will have our main man, Devone Hardy, in the building. He's going to drop some stimulus knowledge on your dome pieces and stuff. We'll be back.
Indeed.
So yeah, man, as I was saying, thanks for saving me and stuff, because I got a mission when I go home, man. I'm going to teach the youth karate chops and stuff, and dojo in my dojo, and we're going to learn lethal techniques like we learned out here in combat stuff, man. And I'm going to call it Cobra Kai and stuff, and then the hell is this guy talking about? Lord, them people better not let him around their children. Cobra Kai. What in the G.I. Joe is happening? Should have left your ass back in the POW camps. He won't be in the sequel. Maybe I should put him out of his misery now before he teaches karate to the kids. That rings a bell. I'm Rambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I'm gonna hit you in a minute. I'm gonna go live on the show. Once you give me information tomorrow, I'll give you a phone number.
The man is always working. He's the hardest working man in podcast show business. Ladies and gentlemen, D Love in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Going on, fellas.
Yeah,
I heard you guys giving picks. I got Green Bay winning the Super Bowl. So
okay, you go Green Bay.
I picked them a while ago too. I don't follow sports like I used to, but I've been kind of turned off on the NFL ever since the Kaepernick thing. But outside of that, I Patrick Mahomes is like Steph Curry / LeBron James to me. And I like when he got hit. I've been watching a lot of UFC. I knew once he went to one knee, it looked like a UFC fight, and he just got put down. And the announcers were trying to figure out how he got hurt because dude pulled his neck. And I don't know if you guys know about like martial arts or whatever, but it's all about the neck. If your neck get pulled a certain way, at that button to press. So I think he's gonna be all right. For Sunday, I think the Bills still gonna give him a run for their money. I also think the Bills gonna be around for the next 5 years. But I'm looking for Aaron. I think Aaron Rodgers got something to prove. I think he got something to prove. And I feel like he's been there. Like he almost played Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. A couple years ago when Seattle when what's his name? Russell. What's his name? I'm gonna say Westbrook. I watch basketball too, but I thought they were going to win it that year, and they didn't take it. And then I feel like another year they went, or I think they lost like in the divisional round. But I think they got a new coach. They got new people to listen to, and their defense is actually catching up to the offense. Right. And he actually has like a number one receiver now. I'm giving it to them. I'm giving it to them. It's going to be a good one though. Yeah. But they got to step up. But they, I feel like they let me down once this year when they played Kansas City. But they stepped up when they played like the Titans and some other teams. Like I thought they were gonna run all over them, and they did good. So anyway, that's my 2 cents with the football. I couldn't listen to y'all and not give, you know what I mean?
Bro, this is what you here for. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that.
So my brother, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Now he's got his own podcast show. Is typically on Facebook Live. He's awesome. And I happened to catch him the other day, and he was giving his audience this wonderful conversation about the stimulus money. So I was like, bro, my audience got to hear this, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us in there, hey, we ain't get our stimmy.
Where my stimmy? Where my stimmy?
I got tins to buy and stuff. Where my stimmy?
Word.
So, man, all right, so here's the story. And I sent this out to all my clients as well because I try to keep them in the know. The IRS messed up big time, right? So the long story is whenever you work with a tax professional such as myself, I have my own business, Jackson Hewitt, H&R Block, your refund doesn't go directly to you. So I can't get paid from your refund without it going through a IRS or Treasury Department authorized bank. Now, I'm not rich enough to have my own bank like H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt, but I still work with a bank in order for those funds to come to me.
Right.
So the funds get stopped at that bank. They separate my fee from your refund. You get your refund, I get my fee. What the IRS did is the IRS sent the money to those banks. But when the information came out as if we or Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block or Liberty Tax, like we had your checks and we did not have your checks. And matter of fact, those banking institutions had to lobby the IRS to actually still send out the payments because the IRS was like, nah, that's too much work. Wow. So there is a form that is attached to the 1040 where if you didn't get your form, if you didn't get your stimulus money, I can add it onto that form. But that was supposed to be for people who didn't receive in the 2021, or if you had a baby in 2020, or if you had a baby in 2020, then you can claim that baby as an additional, that's $600 for each kid. Well, you had a kid that year, so you add that kid on there. I had a baby in 2020, so my kid's mother is gonna get an extra $600 because of that. You understand? So with that being said, the IRS was telling us, hey, just put it on your client's return. Right. And then we were like, but what if the client owes money? Then they're not going to get back their stimulus because they, only had unemployment, maybe didn't pay enough taxes, now they owe. Instead of getting a refund, that's not fair. You guys are supposed to give that money to them square. And the IRS was like, all right, so we're going to do that. We're going to give everybody their money, but we're not going to start sending things out until February 1st. So that you should get your money around February 1st or after, if like maybe a week or two after, if you're supposed to receive a check. But what that also did would push the actual filing date back to February 12th. So I can actually file a tax return on January 25th, but the IRS won't process it until February 12th. Which means if you are expected to get a child tax credit, earned income credit, additional child tax credit, you're not going to get back a refund to the first or second week of March. Wow. Depending on when you actually get it into the system. So like I said to my clients, just because they're pushing it back don't mean you don't file when you get your paperwork. Because the later you file, the later you're going to get your money. Right. So if you decide to file, well, I'm going to wait. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to wait till after everybody's stuff go through. You won't see your money till springtime. So, and now, and I had a conversation with my uncle, and my uncle's the one that put me on with the tax business. I was telling him, I'm trying to wait to see what some of the dust settles. Because the reason why they're pushing this back is because of what happened for the December stimulus. I'm under the impression that President Biden is going to elect to do further stimulus and change a few other tax laws, some of which were, I didn't like the language that I saw. Right. That's another topic. Nevertheless, the tax laws might change again, which means things might get pushed back even further. Now, it might benefit the people, but you're going to have to be patient for that money. So there's a lot of moving parts right now. This is very akin to how it was in, I think, 2017 to 2018. It was real bad because Trump put in some laws. It happened to Obama. Matter of fact, I seen the stat from the IRS today that said over the last 12 years, there's been 5 delays in the tax season because of last-minute tax changes. My personal opinion, the tax code is too complicated, and the bureaucracy is just, I don't have a nice word for it, but that's pretty much what the update is.
You can tell the truth.
Yeah, I can't find the word more than deplorable. Like, they suck. It's bad. It's like who's running, the fox is running the hen house at the end of the day. And, I don't like how they move, and I try to tell all my clients that, like, hey, listen, this is a debt collection agency, and they do under the guise of, like, responsibility to the country or whatnot, but they're a collection agency and they have like supreme power to seize and do all this other stuff. But you should treat them as such, and every time you hand in a document to the IRS, it's a legal document. So I try to. Wow. Tell people about that all the time just to give them a little bit of insight. Like, these ain't your friends. These ain't your people. They coming for you if they can. And if you do qualify for credits, that's like a stimulus package every year. Because people say it's a tax refund, but it's not really a refund. You're getting a credit to help stimulate the economy every time during the year. This is the second Christmas. That's what we call it as tax preparers. But we know that this money trickles down. Tax season, new TVs I see in my building and couches and stuff. See all the old couches being thrown out. Mm-hmm. That's stimulus money every year. You didn't earn that money. You made $17,000, $18,000. You got 2 kids, you get back $10,000. They're counting on you making that extra money to help stimulate the economy so it won't be depressed. And if you owe, boy, they're coming for you worse than Sprint ever did. And I Sprint was the devil back in the day. Remember back in the day, they cut you off. You're not using your free minutes, son? It's over for you. So they come for you heavy. So, but just to sum it up, your stimulus should be coming around February 1st. If you don't get it, if I'm not the tax preparer, you can find me at WIV Tax on Facebook or wherever.
He's my tax preparer.
You're right.
For years now.
Years, almost a decade now. How about that? Right, that's crazy.
You was a young pup when I met you, bro.
I'm an OG now.
There you go.
Yeah. That is
like I'll be sure. Look at him.
Yo, if I hear that one more time, I'll be sure today too. I was listening to I'll be sure today too.
Oh, I want to get the taxes on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was listening to. Oh, you believe that came out in '88?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I was like, that came out over 30 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, man.
Numbers to stuff, man. That's crazy.
I remember trying to sing falsetto to that John too.
Yo, right? Oh, see, I was mad because his bass was fake. I was like, shoot, mine real.
My base real.
Mine didn't hit for a couple of years later. I wasn't adolescent yet.
Long story short, everybody should expect a stimulus check around February 1st. If you don't get it around February 1st, right? If you don't get it around February 1st, you got to tell your tax preparer so he can add that to your tax return so you can get that money at least in your tax return. If you might owe a refund, if you might owe taxes, then don't put that on your refund. Wait until they actually send the money, and then by that time, the tool should be open so that you can actually claim it on the IRS website. Taxes, they won't be processing anything until February 12th. If you don't qualify for any credits, you should be getting your money within 3 or 4 days after it processes. But if you qualify for credits, don't look out for your money until the first or second week of March. And that's the only updates for right now. It might be more after this Biden thing happens tomorrow, but I have to watch the news closely and try to get my people updated once I figure out what's going on.
Right on, man.
So yeah, man.
Thank you for that. Thank you
pleasure.
for that very much.
My pleasure.
You answered a few questions I had without even knowing it.
That means I gave the right information.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's because I got the right cat on the show.
Yes.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure. Now, remember, go to Facebook, check out Devone Hardy, host of He Said, She Said. Oh, and I'm blown because I was supposed to have it with me. But this young man wrote a book called The Spiral of Manhood.
I did. And you can find it on the website, devonsworld.com.
devonsworld.com. You see it down there? You see it at the bottom? I got the cursor. You can't see the cursor, but I got the cursor circling it right there. Y'all can't see it, but my finger's doing this down here. So listen, go support my brother. The book is marvelous. Ladies, you're gonna learn a lot about the male psyche with this one. You're gonna see what's on the minds.
And fellas, you might even learn that you're not alone in what you might be thinking.
You're gonna learn something. We all together in this nonsense.
Yeah, for real. For real. Just to give some roses while you're here, brother. You are one of the inspirations of why I wrote a book. I told you that. I tell you that all the time. My man wrote 3 books, and I was like, from when? How? Like, when did you do that? So you got to salute you and doing that with you. Wow. You know what I'm saying? The 3 would inspire me. The 1 would inspire me, but ultimately, man, like, you inspired me to write. And I even came to you for advice, and the first thing you told me, just write. And anybody that asks me questions now about how I was able to write a book, I always bring up the advice that you gave me. And I say, listen, I started my own publishing company. I did all that stuff to even get my daughter. My daughter wrote 3. She wrote 7 books, but we're trying to get 3 of them out this year once I get her illustrated and stuff. And ultimately, I'm like, it all started from that conversation I had with you. So I don't like, if we never spoke again and you at my funeral giving the eulogy, you can always say, I'm the reason why he wrote these books. Because I got that on wax. And I tell people that all the time. Wow. You told me the most simple thing ever, just write. And that's what I did. I'm halfway through the second book.
Yeah.
Poems. Me and my daughter wrote. She wrote 3 books. I'm helping with that. And I'm trying to get sci-fi like you. Which I already told you I'm going to go over. I told you I got to do some traveling that hopefully we can do together.
Yes, sir.
Egypt, Kenya, all that stuff. I'm trying to hit up some places.
You got to get the vision.
I'm trying to go real deep with this thing, man. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it all started with you. So,
my brother,
got to give you flowers while you're still here regarding that.
I appreciate you, man. You're my friend, you business partner. We gonna ride this thing out together, my man.
Facts. I'm always here for it, man.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Devone Hardy. We'll be right back with hip hop legend J Live.
Thanks for stopping by, brother.
My pleasure, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it having me.
All right.
My friend, do you see this amazing shoe? This shoe is available at my website. Come to wish.com. You can get this for $500. This is the sale. This is the greatest shoe you will ever see. If someone says I am lying, I do not know what they are talking about. You come and get my shoe at wish.com. $500 for one. $500 for the other. $1,000 for the whole pair. And that is a great sale, friend. What are you waiting for? You want to jump like LeBron? Fly like Jordan? Get the air Pumbas? Put in Cola Hakuna Matata? To receive a 20% increase in price? Wish.com. Come and get the Pumbas for the shoe fits. Let's go, my friend. I have to go.
It's the hip hop corner. It's the hip hop corner. Coach Fox, Mr. Lewis. Yeah, it's the hip hop. It's the hip hop corner. Yo, we are back in the building once again. It's on, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you guys are having a good time tonight. I'm really excited to bring on our next guest. This dude has been doing it since I joined the Army back in 1995 when he dropped Bragging Rights. Yo, that record was hot. That record was hot. And he's been doing it ever since. He's been doing big, wonderful things. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 records, bro.
15, y'all.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our brother, J Live in the building.
Peace,
brother. How are you?
Good, man. Y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Crystal clear. That's what's up.
I love the hat, by the way.
I appreciate it, man. Just had to pick one. I got a few.
You know what it is. You know we got him.
Did you get that from Dolan J. Trump?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big shouts to Dolan J.
got a Sixers fan in the house. I see. That's what's up.
Yes. Oh, you know. Knicks is life in this building. Yes, sir. But first of all, I want to say thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a little story with this one because it was a little entertaining to me a little bit.
Okay.
So I follow J Live, right? And I've been following him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I hit him up because I hit everybody up the same way, like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Mr. Wonderful Person, how are you? I'm Coach Fox for the Candy Corner. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. I said, hey, wait, what? I was like, go check out the show, see what you're like, nah, man, I'm already ready and I know.
That's what's up.
When you want me to do it? I was like, and this was last year. So we was literally supposed to do this in December. But Sadat and everybody that was already on the calendar, and I don't want to sound like I'm a big, we're not that big. So the calendar just happened to get a little booked up. So I was like, can we do it next year? He was like, man, that's next year. But so I'm very glad to have you, brother. Very glad.
Word.
So before we get into everything, I always like to ask my people one very important question.
Mm-hmm.
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh man. I was a late bloomer, actually.
Okay.
I went to elementary school on the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
Raised by my mother. So I had these 3 babysitters since I was newborn. They helped look after me while she was at work.
Gotcha.
106 in Central Park West. I grew up on 96 and 2nd Avenue. And I went to this elementary school on 96th in Central Park West. It was a Presbyterian school. You had to have the blazers with the little badge on it and all of that, right?
Okay. I went to St. Teresa's in Queens. I understand.
Sound like Will and Carlton, huh?
Yeah. So I didn't put it on backwards with the plaid and all that. I wasn't fly like that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We were singing like Oklahoma. My babysitters had us singing like, Christian music.
Okay.
Going to hospitals and singing to old people and all of that.
Right.
And like I was in a strip club. It was like my mom worked in Mount Sinai Hospital.
Okay.
So like all through elementary school, my music taste was basically stuff my mom listened to, which was Anita Baker, Sade.
Right.
But then, the radio that I was exposed to at a young age was like WPLJ Z100. So I was on my hairband rap shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Bon Jovi, Evangeline.
Wait, KTU was live back then. WKTU.
I don't even know. I just know PLJ and Z100.
Okay. Because KTU is the house music.
That's back when Hot 97 was playing like Latin freestyle music. You know what I'm saying?
97, yeah, Hot 97 was a big. Kiss FM was hot. Kiss FM.
Yeah, Kiss FM and BLS was rocking, but
those were the two kings back then.
So people, being the only child of a single mother who was working when I was in school, it was cool, but during the summer, she would send me to Indiana with my grandparents.
Okay.
Right? So through the 80s, I wasn't really into the Adidas and the fat laces and the whole hip hop culture like that because I was in Indiana making model planes in the basement and whatnot.
No doubt.
So not until my cousins from Grand Rapids, Michigan, my older cousins, they're like, wait, you from New York? And you don't really know about this? And they would play Run DMC, Raising Hell.
Okay.
LL Cool J, Bigger and Deffer, right?
Okay.
I was like, I like it. This is good. You know what I'm saying? So I mixed that in with my Bon Jovi and Def Leppard and whatnot. And then my uncle, he introduced me because he spent some time taking care of my grandmother while I was there in the summer. Okay. And he introduced me to jazz. Like the first jazz cassettes that he gave me was Blue Train and the Spain. So Coltrane and Miles Davis.
Okay.
So that's part of why Already Above I did a little tribute to Coltrane, with the pose and all that.
Yeah.
And so all that going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I graduated from this Presbyterian school in the Upper West Side. And now I'm going to junior high school on 106 in Park.
Okay.
So if you know the BET TV show 106 in Park,
right?
That's right from my school.
Okay.
The thing that made that place real famous was not the BET show, because this was before the BET show. That was the Graffiti Wall of Fame. That was one of the best graffiti walls of fame in Manhattan, in Harlem, and Spanish Harlem, whatever the case. 106 Park, that's the tattoo and put up was showing up just beautiful. So I'm looking at my classroom window, and it's just like the illest graffiti that you'll ever imagine.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's history there.
Yeah, I got immersed into the culture. I went from 97th and Central Park West to 106th and Madison. I'm in the barrio now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing ball on 102nd. I'm playing ball from everywhere from 96 and First, to Outside Green, and all of this other stuff. I was in I'm hanging out around Metro North and Carver houses and Washington houses. And up to that point, my mom didn't let me off the block.
Right.
So now it's like everything hip hop is just all day. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm watching Video Music Box. I'm listening to Red Alert on Kiss. I'm listening to Molly Mall on BLS. I'm listening to Teddy Ted on 105.
Chill out.
Yeah, Chuck Chill Out on Friday.
Yeah.
On Saturdays, you know what I'm saying? And then Young TV Rap jumps off, and then Rap City jumps off, and it's like, all right, I'm all in now. To the point.
Were you watching Video Music Box with Ralph McDaniels?
I said that with Crazy Sam and all of that. I keep this. And now I'm playing ball every day on 96 and First. All of my friends, that's what my friends are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing nice with it, but I can rap a little bit.
Okay.
I can scratch a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
I'm scratching a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like a Walkman with a triangle speaker, a Gold Star turntable, boombox with a little built-in hole in it for the microphone.
Okay.
Turn all of that into a 4-track studio where we just kind of huddled around the 2 speakers. I'm putting the cuts in. I got the pause mix tape in the Walkman speaker with the little triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping to the pause mix beat, and I'm putting the cuts on for the hook. And on the internal speaker of the boombox.
Wow.
That was like this real makeshift 4-track studio where you can hear the East River outside.
Right.
Very innovative.
Yeah. I think I invented pause mixing. I know, like nobody told me to do it. I was just doing it. I didn't realize everybody was doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then I got the starter kit out of the store with the Gemini turntables and a mixer.
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
my records from Nobody Beats the Wiz and HMV.
Yo, that was my favorite store in the world, man.
And then this is, that's so when you say like, when did you fall in love with hip hop? That's when I fell in love with hip hop. That's a little
around the right same time I did.
my first composition books say like 1987, 1980, 1988 on them. My oldest album is around there.
They look anything like these.
They got a whole bunch of stickers on them.
Yo, all my books got stickers on the inside.
Yeah, I put one on the
That's hip hop. See,
Yes.
the kids don't know about this. Yeah, that's why I always bring it up so that they can hear these stories, not just from Uncle Fa, but from others who lived it and did the thing, brother.
Yeah.
Those are my formative years. It's like fast forward, and my son makes beats on Ableton on his little Surface Pro, and it's like, man,
Okay.
He got his favorite producers. He goes from like, dealing with like licensed stuff to actually, sampling, jazz records now, and it's like, oh, okay, all right. Influences. I'm looking at his stuff like, we go back to that. That's pretty good.
All right.
Amazing.
So, tell us a little bit about the first record.
Okay. The best part, basically, it was supposed to come out in 98, 99. It ended up coming out in 2001 officially.
Right.
We kind of put out a bootleg in 2000 unofficially before like the post was clear to just go ahead and drop it.
Okay.
There was bootlegs before that because what happened was the record was released to press right before the distributor and the label called it waves. So it ended up the label to correspond to it. And we had to basically reproduce the record. So like, long story short, we put out a picture in 2001. People were already calling it the greatest record never heard.
Yeah, man. The joint was hot.
They got 4 mics in the store. You know what I'm saying? It was a sought after record. It was a highly anticipated record. There's a source that says it was supposed to come out in 97. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
to still come out like 3-4 years later and still be this potent joint. You had some.
There's a dream team lineup of producers. There was, Premier, Prince Paul, P. Rock, 88P, Fat Level, DJ Spinner, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Powerhouse team.
Yeah. So then when I did, I got to deal with a little indie label called Kude Kai.
Okay.
Above, and we took off after that. You know what I'm saying? That record was just me on production, DJ Spinner, Joe Money, and Jazzy Jeff.
Nice.
So that was the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about Drawing Up.
Drawing Up, was just really my latest EP. What I've been doing is just putting EPs on Bandcamp right now, and just kind of letting that be my creative outlet.
There you go.
As opposed to like going through all of the things that entail a major label release or all platforms release or I mixed them myself, I mastered them myself, I produced them myself. So that's just kind of my labor of love. And every now and again I put out an EP. Blood flowing, stay sharp with it. I really dig into the next feeling project. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the feeling project's gonna be because 2020 was so crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I have the benefit and privilege of being able to take my time with it and just really pace myself and see what I want to do artistically.
There you go.
So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not rushing anything. I'm not breaking my back to get something on the deadline. Because I write kind of seasonally. I might be more consistent, when I get my second win, so to speak, because I'm a spry young 44.
Yes, get him. Get him.
So right now, I'm just living off the back catalog for the time being.
Okay.
But dude, then
Well, I did listen to your Paint a Picture single that came out last year. I'm digging that, John.
I appreciate it. I got a video in the can for that. I got to actually drop.
Okay.
Now that we're in 2021, to kind of put breathe new life into that single and do it justice. I'm proud of that song.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So before we let you get up out of here, I see the hat.
Yeah,
How do you feel about the squad? You got to talk about the squad because hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, he is live on Twitter. He on the low, but he's around all of it, man.
Yeah. Well, I gotta do that. I'm gonna check my Sixer score real quick.
But Twitter is like my sports bar because I live in Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't really get to hang out around a bunch of Knicks fans like I would if I was back home.
Yes.
So Twitter is my sports bar. That's my refuge. That's the one place I can go to talk Knicks with people that actually care about talking Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So between Jay Mackley and everybody, Alan Hahn, all them cats like pop it up. And anybody who's basically tweeted at them with a Knicks with like some kind of Knicks in their logo or bio, I'm probably following them too. And just going back and forth.
Knicks, I'm the same. I see Knicks. I'm with you.
No disrespect to the Sixers fans and any other NBA team, but the length and the dedication and the commitment and the effort and the artistic direction that Knicks fans go to, right? Like I got an Obi Toppin t-shirt that looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi that says "always has the upper hand." Knicks fans are crazy. Like, websites that did that, I think, the Knicks Wall? I may be getting the websites mixed up, so pardon me. But the website that did that built a whole YouTube, not a YouTube channel, but a website with embedded YouTube videos called Knicksflix, where you can basically watch different Knicks games by category.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
they're doing shit, bro.
You can have a mock draft and then play a game where you make your own free agent choices,
trades and all that. And
Knicks fans are rabid, yo. When we start winning, you're not going to be able to shut us up. We're going to be
it's insufferable. I can't wait.
I can't wait. KD and Kyrie and Harden are doing their thing in Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, let them do it. When we win,
for whatever reason, they chose Brooklyn over New York because it's more low profile. And I get that. All due respect to them, they're great. So they can do whatever they want. But if that level of talent came to New York and ran the table and built a dynasty and on the Knicks, the fans would be insufferable. So the whole thing is thank KD and them for not coming to the Knicks because all the smoke would be had, basically. And all the smoke's still going to be had because we wanted to get rid of Randall last year. Now, if he's balling, he's going to be like Babe Ruth in the city.
Yes.
The people don't understand.
Yeah. He's going to be beloved for a long time.
Once we grab you, you're set for life in New York. Like, we still complain about missing Pablo Prigioni and Alexis Fred and Mendalis Kuzminski. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We stand for like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, even though he can barely stay on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care. Once you're one of us,
you stay one of us.
Yeah.
We got Sweetmeat shirts running around the city right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you like the whole fact that the motto is once a Knick, always a Knick.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that that's a whole nother show right there, man. The way Knicks fans are crazy about this team is like, I guess it's like Cubs fans in Chicago. I don't really know how many sports franchises that compares to the way Knicks fans love the Knicks. I'm sorry.
Steelers.
Steelers travel well. The Steelers fans.
Yeah, they do.
But, I don't know if the Steelers fans are around when the Steelers, because the Steelers are always they're only going to be bad, but for so long. Knicks been bad for 20 years.
Yeah, I'll give it up. Y'all are unique and dedicated in that. I give it up to y'all. I remember when I just moved back up here to PA from Texas, and I'm rocking my Sixers gear. Cats is looking at me weird, like, man, I don't even mean why you wearing them, man. They suck right now. I'm like, what?
Let me tell you, when as a Giants fan or a Knicks fan here in Atlanta, right? When I went to see Giants Falcons the first year Eli won the Super Bowl, and in the Georgia Dome, and the Giants had like a considerable lead, and all the Falcons fans left, and it was still like a whole blue crowd in the stands. That was here in Atlanta, and you would go to see the Hawks play the Knicks here in Atlanta, and you hear defense when the Hawks had the ball, and you hear MVP chants when Carmelo Anthony was at the sideline. That's how many New Yorkers are in Atlanta.
Wow. It's like an exodus, huh?
Yeah.
The black remigration.
Outside of New York, we're down here now.
It's beautiful. Yo, Jay, can we possibly have you on again, my brother?
Yes, absolutely.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Next project I drop, I'll give you the heads up. We'll do this again.
Yes, sir.
Or when the Knicks sneak into the playoffs later this year, we'll do it again.
Because I'm about to say, Sadat X is as big a Knicks fan as the both of us.
Oh, peace to God. That's
so we're going to have him on the show. He was on last season, matter of fact. So we're going to have him on with you on, and I'm on.
I seen Skazoo when I went to the last actual thing that I went to before the pandemic hit was Knicks at Hawks.
Okay.
And I thought it was that game or another game, but I ran into Skazoo in the stands one time.
Okay. Big shout out to Skazoo. Indeed. I got to get Skazoo on the show. I'm working on that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on it. We're going to get Skazoo on the show. But right now, we got the God.
Pleasure, man.
Brother, the pleasure is mine. Peace a lot. You take care.
You too.
Yes.
Stay up down there in Georgia. Be safe. Be safe in this pandemic. Enjoy what these Knicks are doing.
You gotta love it. They're playing hard.
Yes, sir. And keep making that beautiful music, bro. Keep bringing that hip hop to the people. Then.
Absolutely. Always good.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for our brother,
the feature king. J-Live.
Speaking of which, thank you for teaching the kids, man. I meant to say that, ladies and gentlemen. He's a middle school teacher. He's the hip hop teacher. He is giving knowledge to the people for real. Yo, my brother. We're gonna get more into the teaching. Show. We got Do It All who's doing stuff in his community. We're gonna put all of y'all together and we're gonna make something happen for the people there.
And shout out to my Come Up cousins for the Come Up series, man. That's the movement I'm on right now. So definitely gotta shout them out.
Right on.
All right.
Right on.
Peace.
Once again, J-Live in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Come on and get your brand new pair of Timbs. That's right, Timbs. Everybody in New York got Timbs. Everybody everywhere. The work boot of the streets is Timbs. Get your Timothys at every bootleg store right now. Only $9.99. Word, get you some Timbs.
Timothy's is fire.
Yo, them Timothy's, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for one of my most favorite times of the show.
A moment in the life of life. What up, y'all? Mr. Lewis here. It's a moment in the life of me. What have I been up to this week? Trying to stay productive, trying to make it happen, trying to make the dream work. Hope y'all been doing the same. But you want to know details? Well, been doing things like submitting voiceovers for major shoe companies and doing recordings for major TV shows and submitting and all that good stuff in the actors world that we do. Hopefully I get a call back. If not, train keeps rolling. I'm in this for the long run. And if people don't know, yes, I am an actor. I also do voiceovers and a lot of things, but I've yet to break into any major markets for those, who are wondering if I've been in anything yet. Still on the independent tip. But as soon as I get my SAG card, y'all be the first to know. Also, I did turn down one audition, though. I really feel like the role wouldn't fit for me. I'm versatile, but certain roles I don't want to add to my list. I'm more of an artist as opposed to an entertainer, if you know what that means. An entertainer pretty much seeks to do any kind of role, I guess, that they feel will entertain the audience or get their name out there to bigger markets to become a bigger entertainer. I am an artist. Therefore, I want my work to speak and have a legacy that will last long after I'm gone. So it's another reason why I guess I don't get many callbacks. Anyway, back to the gaming thing. Still on my Cyberpunk, still getting beat ridiculous. Yeah, having a good time playing that game. Been fun listening to some new hip hop lately too. Got the second generation Wu album. The joint is fire. Young boys are doing it. Check it out. Also that Rock joint. If you don't know, you got to know Rock is fire. Actually, she got an interview on Talib Kweli's podcast this week too. If you want to check her out. But yes, support the goddess in her endeavors. Very dope artist. And oh, yo, did y'all see Outside the Wire on Netflix? Yo, it was a very dope movie. Very dope movie. My only thing is I wish, Mr. Mackey's character would have ended up being the hero as opposed to the villain. But I get the message they were trying to convey. What we've been saying since we were kids with the whole Terminator and Skynet scenario. I get what they're saying with that. So it's good. But anyway, that's all I got going on this week. Like I said, check out that second generation Wu. That's Rock. I'm about to check my email, see what other auditions I got to submit for the week. And I guess I will be checking y'all next week. Stay safe. Peace and love, y'all.
Hi, Mr. Wu, acting man.
Yeah. Oh, and today I also submitted an audition. Hopefully, I'll get a call back for a very popular young R&B artist. I'm actually a fan of her music, so I can't disclose who it is for legal purposes. We got to keep that on the hush. But if I get a call back, y'all see me.
Right on. And we are looking forward to you getting that gig, my brother.
I appreciate you, fam.
All right, so we got about 3 minutes left in the show. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you had a good time this week. I had a blast. Big shouts to Devon. Big shouts Jay Live.
Thanks for stopping by, brothers.
I love that stimulus information. You know what I mean? Listen, we give y'all stuff. Substances. Abuse. I mean, what? What'd you say? What? All right. Listen, come back next week. We're going to hang out. Actually, we're going to have Orlando's finest hip-hop fire group. Actually, my man has been doing this for a very, very, very long time. And Unique Me has been dropping music down there in the ozone for over a decade. But now he's got a new project, the Sydney Portier movement and the music is fire. So we're going to have everyone next week chopping it up with us a little bit. We might get a couple of special little sprinkles in from the Off the Board Network crew. But if not, it's still me and you. Me and Lou.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Holla at the people them, and then we out.
All right, you know what it is. Follow us on our website. Come to our website, www.thecandycorner.com. Follow us on all the social medias. I am LE_GERVESE, Lee Gervais. That's my acting name. Also on Twitch, the Black Lebowski 7. Catch me on there. I'll probably be on there getting beat up on Cyberpunk again later. Thanks for stopping through. Much love as always, and see y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Where? At the Candid Corner, baby.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. 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 Your number one spot for hip-hop, classic hip-hop, today's hip-hop. You talk about sports, you talk about Knicks, you talk about 76ers, you talking football, you talking about Giants, you talking Steelers. Your main spot for New York and Pennsylvania sports, baby. Right here. Coach Fire, Mr. Lewis, the Candid Corner, real talk.